Welcome to this week's episode of the CC Mouse Podcast. We are good for your ears. I'm Dan, and as always, you can find me everywhere at RFS Dan.
And I'm Jess, and you can find me at Snowdog. I almost forgot what I was going to say. Snowdogs, Vlogs, and Gone to the Snowdogs.
We can also find you apparently eating some Beyond Burgers. Is that true?
Oh my gosh, they're so good.
Right. Is this your first try at the Beyond Burger?
No, actually, I had them when I was out in California.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's right.
Yeah, remember? I had it at Del Taco, and then when we were in Northern California, the one day we got to the hotel late, and there was a Carl's Jr., and they had them, and I tried theirs, and it was delicious.
Yes. It's a little bit different when you make it at home, though, right?
Yes, yeah. It was my first time making them at home. So I've been looking for them here for months, pretty much since we got back. And the Meijer website says that they have them, but every time I go to Meijer and ask the employees, nobody knew where they were. And I looked for them multiple times. They were right there at our local grocery store. So I bought one package there. And they were frozen, which was nice. So I just threw them in the freezer. I'm like, sweet, when I want it, I'll make those. And then, what was it? Friday night? Saturday night? Friday night. A bunch of people came over. Eric and Corey came over. And I'm like, I'm going to make everybody burgers. So I went to Meijer to get burgers for everybody. Eric doesn't eat meat. So I was kind of hoping that I would be able to find the Beyond Burgers.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Eric doesn't eat meat. He's a pescatarian.
Like where he's always bugging you?
He only eats fish. I shouldn't say he doesn't eat meat. He eats fish, but he doesn't like red meat and chicken and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I wanted to see if I could find the Beyond Burgers because I'm like, I can make that for them, and I really want one. And sure enough, they had them at Meijer. So I made burgers, but I know I made them on the same grill, and like the meat burgers kind of splashed on the other burgers a little bit. So it was that.
But that doesn't matter because you're not eating it for vegetarian purposes. You're eating it because it tastes well. And it tastes way better when you cook them at home than the one at Carl's Jr. And I had the one at Burger King the other day. And I will tell you what, they are dang right. The one at Burger King was straight up cooked on that grill because it tasted like meat. And I know because I eat meat. And I've also eaten a bunch of Beyond Burgers made from a bunch of different places. Even restaurants, I've had them before all through the last few years. And you can tell when they're cooked on what kind of grill. But they taste the best at home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The ones they have at Burger King are the Impossible Burgers, I guess.
Okay, that's the one I had.
Yeah, I haven't actually tried that yet.
It's okay. It just tastes like a Whopper. It tastes just like a Whopper. So you're like, oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah. I like the Beyond ones. And like I said, I made them here at home, and they were really good. I had another one last night, was it? Because I had burgers thawed still. And I'm like, whatever, let's have burgers. We had burgers and real sweet corn, which was amazing.
Yeah, I like sweet corn. Well, here's the good thing, though. It makes you not feel like you have like a big old burger in your stomach when you're done. Like you eat it and you like don't feel like you have a 10-pound burger in your stomach. So I do like it for that. It's a little pricey, but I do like it for that. Oh, and you feel healthy.
Yeah. They're not actually that healthy realistically, but I mean, realistically, they're really not. But yeah, the price on them is a little bit crazy. I don't know what you guys pay for them in the store out there, but they were $6 for 2.
Yeah, that's about right. But if this means like no more, like if we don't have to like if we're done like with cows and stuff like that, like doing that stuff, like I could live off of the Impossible meat and the Beyond meat forever. Like it's just fine. It's a good replacement.
It is a good replacement, especially compared to some of the other stuff out there. And it sounds like some of the big companies, like I heard Tyson is making one. So I think once the big corporate companies jump on board and start making them, the prices will come down. Because I think right now, Impossible Burger and Beyond Meat can charge whatever they want. Because, absolutely. I mean, not that there's not, Boca and all those other meat alternatives, but they're just not very good.
They're not very good.
They're not. If you eat one of those, you taste like you ate celery and onions. Like, I don't know. They always just taste really like soy and celery. I always get like the celery and onion nasty flavor, and I don't like celery or onions. So
that might be the Boca one. I think that might be the red package. So Crystal's been a vegetarian pretty much all her life. I've been with Crystal for 15 years. So I've been around this block, and it's not. All the other ones are like prepackaged processed stuff like the black bean burger and stuff. And it does the trick. I've tasted them all, but we're not having a burger. With this Beyond Meat and stuff, we are having a burger. Like it does taste like a regular burger. And I do like that.
Right. And it tricks your brain. And I think that because it can do that, it can really like trick your brain into thinking that it's actually meat. You don't second guess it. And I really like that there's not a lot of added seasonings to it. You can season it the way you want, where a lot of the ones you get in the store already have all that stuff in it. And if you don't like celery and onions and all, you don't want it to taste like that. Like I just put pepper and garlic salt on mine when I made them, and they're phenomenal. Even that was the first one Eric had, And he said the same thing. He's like, I could eat this. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of how I feel.
Don't worry about if it's burger or not. You worry about you eating this round disc that's good. Like, it's just good stuff. Like, just eat the burger. Shut up and eat the burger.
Right. Now I really want to find, they don't have them here yet, but I guess Beyond also makes brats, and I don't like brats.
I saw those yesterday. I saw those yesterday at the store. It was brats, and it was in the same packaging at the Stater Brothers. I did.
Yeah, see, I really want to try those because I don't like brats, but I feel like if they're made anything similar to that maybe I could do that.
I'm in. I should go back and get some. They were there. They were expensive though. It was like $2 or $4. They were big, and it was like $7 or $8.
Yeah. But to buy once in a while,
it's good. It's fun, and this is the new trend, and I like that. I don't mind having healthy shoved in my face, and I don't mind paying $1 or $2 more if I know where it's coming from, because I don't know where all my burgers are coming from. I mean, I know where they're going, and it's in my mouth, but I don't know where they're coming from.
Right.
What else is
And
next?
I mean, you definitely are jumping on some trends there, aren't you? Because, ain't no laws.
Oh my gosh, people. And I know 90% already know because you follow me on the gram, but I love the White Claw. Oh my gosh. I almost want to get a White Claw tattoo on my arm, just like, but I can't decide what flavor I want because they're all so awesome. So I didn't. So I don't know what made me get the White Claw. Why did we do that? It has to do with you, and you were showing me the videos, but why did I get the White Claws?
When we went up north the weekend before Shelby passed away, everybody came with us because, well, one, we all kind of knew she wasn't doing really great, so we wanted to take her on this camping trip, which could possibly and was her last camping trip, which is bittersweet because it was also Kira's first camping trip. Oh. But anyway, for those of you that might not watch the vlogs, which I still have a few I have to upload, Greg and Eric, our friend Eric that owns Lana, came with us, and then Charles and Thor came with us as well. So we were all up there together, and Eric and I both use TikTok. Like, he watches it like I do. He doesn't upload to TikTok, but he watches the videos on there. So we both get the TikTok trends, like the White Claw trend. And they had gone to the store because this was a really different camping trip. We didn't really leave the campground a lot. We sat around and we played cornhole and we talked and we had fire and we made food and we drank. It was just us kind of chilling at the campground, which was super nice. I never do that. I never sit still at a campground, so it was kind of nice. So anyway, they went up to get, I don't remember what they got, stuff for dinner or something, and Eric came back and he gave me a 6-pack of White Claw, and I laughed so hard. And then that just became the rest of the weekend was us making White Claw jokes. And that was, I sent you that picture, and I think I then sent you the TikTok of the White Claw things.
Yes.
And apparently you thought it was funny enough too, because then you went and bought it.
Yes, but I only got the 6-pack of the grapefruit one because that's all they had there. And I'm like, I'll try it. And all summer long, all the people on Instagram, all the white girls, all the people in the rafts, they all had the Claw. Shannon Hoopla all had the Claw. Everybody was drinking the Claw. So I'm like, I'm going to try it. I hate seltzer water. I don't like Claw. Fifth Avenue seltzer was okay when I was growing up, but I don't like the seltzer water. I don't like the Perrier, the green bottle. Yeah, but oh my gosh, people, I'm telling you, the Claw is law because it was so good and it went down like water. I felt like I was drinking water and only at 100 calories. Girl, I can watch my figure now. So I'm about this stuff. But here's the thing that I didn't realize right away. It's got 5% in it. So like 2 claws in, I'm just like blabbing and talking. And I'm like, what's wrong, Dan? Like, why are you so free? So I love the Claw. I went back the next day and I bought a 12-pack of it so I could try all the flavors. And then I decided it would be good to try one of each flavor that night too. And I woke up with this Claw hangover the next morning, which just made me want more Claws.
Yeah, it has that effect on people.
Then I started making Claw videos and posting Claw Instagram things.
It's definitely interesting. I went from that to, I watched a video on TikTok where they did an honest comparison of the White Claw versus the Truly. They use the mango flavor, so I didn't know if I should believe them because mango is disgusting. And you know what? Prove me wrong. It's gross. Mango flavored anything is gross. And anyway.
Yes.
So they did like their real reaction to it, and both of them said that the Truly hard seltzer was better. So when I was at the store the other day, I saw that they not only does Truly have a citrus package with a bunch of citrus flavors, which are my favorite flavors because they're the best flavors, but it had the best flavor ever, which is lemon.
That's right. You love lemon everything.
The best flavor ever. And I will say, after having tried both, I do like the Truly better.
See, and I might try that then.
It's fruitier. It has more of that, less of the bitter from the seltzer taste and more fruity.
Huh. I didn't realize there's so many brands made so many different seltzer things. Even Michelob Light has seltzer things. So there's like 20 of them now, and they're all in white boxes. Who did it first? Was it Claus? Is that why they took off?
I think White Claw did it best. I think they kind of started it, and then the trend started on TikTok, which kind of like launched their White Claw summer 2019 baby.
Yeah, I made a TikTok of recreating the Claw video. Like I fell in love with it. I'm like, this is my new thing. I'll never have another beer again. Beer is now the nectar of the nitwit, and all about the claws. So I woke up the next morning. Oh, only 24 hours into my Clawsathon to see Clawmageddon.
Yep.
They're running out of it. Yes, and they're running out of it. I'm late to the dab. I was late to the word yeet, and now I'm late to the claw game because they are running out of CO2 for the claws, people.
And let me guess, you don't know what a Visco girl is.
I do not know what a Visco girl is. I don't know. I do not. But they're running.
You don't have a hydro flask?
I do have a hydro flask, but I didn't tell anybody. I'm in the hydro flask closet, to be honest. But how about a scrunchie? Do you have scrunchies? No, I don't.
And then you got to use your hydro flask to make your friendship bracelets.
Oh, shoot.
You do already have puka shells. I know you have puka shells.
I do. I'm from Cali. I got puka shells all over the place here.
You can easily make a Visco girl TikTok.
Oh, I'll have to check that out. That sounds like something I'd be into.
Yeah, I think it is.
But Jess, what am I going to do? So I wake up, there's a claw shortage. You know how I know? Is because I made those claw videos, and every single one of you at home sent me the same link. At least 30 people sent me the same link of the running out of claws, Dan. Way to go. And I'm like, I didn't do it. And then, so now all I want is more claws. I'm like, whatever, this is dumb. So I go to the store last night, and when I'm there, I'm like, I'm going to pick up more claws. And I look over, and that is the only space that is completely empty of claws. There's other brands that are next to it, but the claws, they're gone.
That's funny. I should have sent a picture from Meyer yesterday because we don't have a shortage here.
No, not back there. That shortage hasn't reached your side of the woods yet. It's here in Cali.
Yeah, we still have quite a bit.
Yeah, people are shelf clearing in Florida from the hurricane, and we're trying to shelf clear claws here in California.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, man. So I don't know what to do, guys. So SOS, send me your claws.
P.O. box.
P.O. box. I'll give you my home address. I'll write you back, but I need y'all to send me some claws because I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have like 3 left, and now I'm holding on to them like Schmeagle, and I'm like, my precious.
I'm telling you, go get the Truly.
Okay, after this, I'll go get the Truly.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
All right, I'll try that. Surprised. Yeah, but it still tastes the same, right? Like I'm still gonna be like white girl wasted. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Like I said, yeah, it's still 5%. The biggest difference is it's just fruitier.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I like it because if it's lemon flavored, like or orange or something like that, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I like the flavor better.
Yeah,
the actual fruit flavor, but it's still seltzer water.
So, and I know, right? And I never thought I'd like seltzer water, and now like I heart seltzer water so much.
Are you gonna start drinking LaCroix or bubbly?
You know what? I might try it just because. It's just a virgin White Claw.
It's a virgin White Claw.
I took 2 of them with me yesterday.
I
I snuck 2 of them into the movie theaters last night. We went to the movies to see It 2 last night, and I stuck 2 of them. You'll see it in the vlog because I stuck 2 of them in my pockets. We had the reclinable chairs because you guys heard how bad our experience was last time at the movie theaters, and I showed up there to watch It 2 Electric Boogaloo with my claws in my pocket, and I drank them both. It didn't make the movie any better, but I drank them both.
That is not a movie I have any interest in.
Did you watch the first one at all?
Nope.
The first one?
I don't watch scary movies.
You would like it because the first one is one big discount Stranger Things. It's Finn and a bunch of other people that could be interchangeable because they're all the same kids. They all have witty one-liners. It's really good because it's just like an episode. It's like a whole in and out of a season of Stranger Things. Part
Right.
2, they're all adults, and you're never charming when you're adult. You asked the kid from 2.5 Men in the later seasons. That sucked. Malcolm in the Middle sucked after they all grew up and their voices changed. Like, it's only charming when you're a kid. I just, like, it was okay. It was really long, but that was okay. And it had really good parts, and some of it failed really bad. But the first one was way better. And if you're going to go see it, you have to, like, watch the first one right before you go see it. Otherwise, the first 20 minutes, you're just lost like I was. So anyway, the claws helped me on that, and the reclinable chairs made it really nice. I don't think we're ever going to go to a movie theater where you can't, like, lay back in, like, first world status. Hey, did you watch The Dark Crystal at all? Did you, like, get into that yet?
No.
Are you excited?
I am so excited. It's stupid, but we were camping when it came out. And I did have internet up there, and we did consider watching it with everybody, but I'm like, no, I don't want to do that.
I feel like that's a you thing.
Yeah, we got back on Monday, and it was Monday through Thursday. It was just, there was no way.
Yeah,
Greg watched it, and then Greg goes, don't watch it yet. And I'm like, what? And he goes, just don't do it yet. He goes, just wait, watch it when you're in a better frame of mind. And I'm like, okay.
Does that mean
and
it
then,
sucks?
No, he said it was really good. He did tell me that. He told me it was really good, and I'm really going to love it. He did tell me that, but he just said, well, and I kind of already knew this. You haven't watched the original Dark Crystal, but this is a prequel to the Dark Crystal. So in the movie The Dark Crystal, there's only 2 Gelflings left, which is Jen and Kira, and that's it. That's all that's left because everybody else died. So what do you think is going to happen in the prequel?
Yes. Okay.
They're all going to die.
They're all gonna
like
die. That's what happened with Rogue One.
Yeah, like it's obvious they're all going to die.
It's the Rogue One scenario.
Yeah, so Greg's like, you're really going to like it, but you shouldn't watch it right now. And I'm like, okay. So I've been like trying to avoid all the spoilers. I think we're going to watch it this week. We were going to leave and go camping. So we were supposed to leave. I wanted to leave yesterday.
Right. And this is the
But I
9th.
wasn't really ready.
We're recording on the 9th.
Yeah, we're recording on the 9th. I wanted to leave yesterday because I don't want to be in this house. Like, I just don't want to be here. And we were going to leave yesterday, and then I'm like, oh, Kira's got puppy classes on Monday, and there was something else I had to do today, but I already forgot what it was. I'll figure it out later. And then I'm like, okay, well, we'll leave Tuesday. And then I'm like, oh, I got a package coming on Wednesday, and I have to do it because it's a brand deal video. And I mean, they told me I didn't have to do it, but I'm doing it because they're an amazing company, and I love working with them. It's Home Chef. I'm sure you guys have seen the vlogs with the Home Chef videos. They've been amazing to us. And I don't want to not do the video because, you know, life does keep moving forward no matter if Shelby's here or not. So, you know, we're just going to keep moving forward as much as we can. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, well, we'll wait till Wednesday. And then Jamie and I were going to rent a cottage up north. I'm like, oh, if we get a cottage, we could just wait till the box shows up Wednesday, take it with us, make the meal up north of the cottage. And we were going to rent a cottage for 5 days. And I'm like, it was a really good idea. And in my head, it sounded amazing. But then I'm like, I have a 6-month-old puppy that still chews on things from time to time. And I'm going to be in somebody else's house. And it's a full Airbnb. So it's fully stocked, has everything there. Which means there's 1,000,001 things she could chew on. And there's no baby gate. And there's no double door system. And I went from like really excited about getting this cottage on a lake to like massive anxiety of, I don't know the situation and I'm not in control of the situation and I haven't seen the inside of the house. So maybe I don't want to go to a cottage and I just want a camper.
Right.
So we kind of backed off from that. And I'm like, okay, so all right, we'll get the box. We'll do the video Wednesday. We'll leave Thursday. Well, now I was talking to Greg today and he wants to go camping this weekend. And for those of you that don't know, this weekend is my wedding anniversary. It's our wedding anniversary for Jamie and I for 17 years. Well, if he wants to go camping, if we go to the close campground, close by 3 hours away, he could come camping with us. So now the plan is we're going to leave for camping this weekend.
Yeah.
Go to the campground that's close for 2 days with Greg, and then take off and go across state.
That'll be good.
I think that's the plan. I have no idea. We don't know what we're doing.
I know. Whether it's middle of the night gambling or
literally middle of the night
pictures on the beach. Those pictures were so beautiful.
I don't think I've uploaded any of those to Instagram. I uploaded the one.
Oops.
No, you're fine. I uploaded the one with both dogs in it, with Kira and Memphis in it, but I haven't uploaded. I don't think I did. I don't think I uploaded any of the other ones yet.
You will.
I plan to. I just haven't yet.
Right. They looked really good.
I don't like doing the all at once thing. I'm like, we gotta spread this out.
Yeah.
So it was cool though. It was a crazy trip. Vlog. I wasn't going to. I like picked up the camera and I'm like, I'm not doing this. And then I'm like, I can't not do this.
It's your nature.
Well, and I get all these people that are messaging me and they're like, take all the time off you need. And I'm like, I don't think that, and nobody listening to this, don't take this in the wrong way. I don't mean this to be rude or whatever you're going to take it as. It's not meant to be that. It's just me talking. So like, don't take this the wrong way. But I get all these messages from people and they're like, take all the time you need. Don't worry about us. You don't have to upload videos. I don't think you guys understand. I've been doing this for 10 years. This is all I know. And not to say that in a bad way. I don't know how to not take photos that I want to upload. And I don't know how to not take videos that I don't want to share. And I don't know how to not wake up every day and look at my day going, I want to make today amazing because I want to share an amazing day with everybody. Right. I don't know how to not do that. Because it's really been 10 years.
And I get that. And I think DMX said it best when he said, this is what I know. So for me, this is life. And I get it. I'm like, You're right. Like, it might not be life to any of you other people, but this is what I know. So this is life.
And it's not that it's not hard. I mean, for God's sakes, we literally lost the dog that has been here since the beginning. Right. So, I mean, Shelby has been a part of the channel since we started. She was only 2 years old when we started our channel. So her like, I guess Memphis is a literal entire life and Kira's literal entire life, but Shelby's literal being, half the reason we started the channel, between her and Shiloh. Mm-hmm. She's been here the entire time. There's never been a Gone to the Snow Dogs without Shelby.
Yes, that's ever. A founding member.
Yeah, so it's like, it is hard and it is strange, and I'm sure it's going to be really difficult for me to pick up and start making more Gone to the Snow Dogs videos. Like, that's going to be hard. I already told Jamie that Kira's channel and Memphis's channel, I'm finally going to start putting videos up on there because, I don't know, I feel like I should.
Yes.
Not like I need to upload more videos, but,
But you do, because this is life.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing. Like, so when we left, like, I picked up the camera and I set it down, and there was a part of me that was like, just live in the moment. But even filming, I am living in the moment. Like, I always get conflicted when people say that, and they're just like, just live in the moment. But I am living in the moment. I'm not filming every minute of what we're doing. I'm filming certain sections of it, like, I'm making enough content to make, a 10 to 15 minute video. There's a lot of hours a day that people don't see, so, like, I don't know. And for me, I don't want to stop sharing with everybody. And I know it's going to be hard, and I'm going to get the people that missed the video and they're going to want to know where Shelby is. So, I've been dealing with that for a year already. So yippee for the next year. That, and when are you getting another puppy? I already got when are you getting another puppy? You should get a red husky. If you get another husky, it has to be the same color as her. So I'm already getting that. Literally already getting that. And I know there are people out there that are like, don't say those things and don't ask her. Guys, I get it. I really do. Like, yeah, it's hard for me to read that stuff, but at the same time, I get it. Some of you guys didn't see the video. Some of you guys don't know what's going on. Some of the people commenting are really young and they just want us to get another dog. And like, everybody's just expressing in their own way. And I understand that,
Hard to weather. And like I said, there's no blueprint for this. This didn't happen 10 years ago. This like wouldn't happen. So there's no like right or wrong way to like react to it. But I will say, Jess, you are a tough cookie. So you can take this. You can. It's hard and it's tough, but you do. I see it.
This is literally the third time we've gone through this.
Yes. And it's not like it's not like a shock. This is going to happen to every one of our pets. Yeah. Like it happens. Yeah. The life cycle sucks.
Yes. I think that's one of the things, like when you choose to bring an animal, especially like a dog or a cat into your life, you are literally making that choice consciously knowing there's a really good chance they're going to die before you do.
5, 6, 7 times in your life.
Yeah. And yet for some reason we still put ourselves through it over and over. And I had a friend of mine who had a dog, and when his dog passed away, he has not gotten another dog since. And he said there's just no way he could go through that. And I always say, I don't think there's a way I could be without one. Right. And, his response is always the same. Why do you want to put yourself through that? I said, because you know what? The last few months, the entire 12 years that we had her were worth it. even to go through literal hell for the past 4 weeks, the entire 12 years we had her and all the good memories we had were worth it. And you cannot focus on the end. The end happens to everybody. Literally happens to everybody.
To you, to me, one of us is going to bury each other.
Yep, that's just the way it is. Like it's gonna happen.
But you live for the good stuff, like a boxer. Like, why would you want to get yourself knocked out? But it's like, well, because look at the payoff. Like, it brings me so much more pleasure than this few minutes of pain. Yes. And so it's just quantified differently.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it is. It's just you kind of just wait, and it's not that it doesn't hurt. And people are always like, oh, you need time to heal. I don't know how many people listening have ever lost like a pet or a family member, but I lost my best friend at 16 years old. I've lost all of my grandparents. I've lost very close relatives and other friends. I've experienced death more times than I care to count, but worst, 16 years old, losing my best friend. And I'll be the first to tell you, I'm almost 40. I was 16 when Ryan passed away. You don't ever heal from something like that. Like, right. You just learn to live differently.
Yes, and you will suffer more losses. And you know what I think it is too? I think when you're young, all the way up until the age of like maybe 20, 21, that first pet since you were born is there. That is the longest living pet ever, is your first pet, from when you were a child to walking to crawling to owning a car. And then after that, the pets come and go so fast because time goes faster for you when you're older. So the younger kids don't really understand too much because they still have their first pet that they remember since they were young. They might be a little glaucomaed out and old, but they're still around.
Exactly. And it makes it hard. My mom always said life is a series of dogs. And it's like the truest thing I think I've ever heard in my life, because you can always think back to, and it goes same thing, whatever pet you've had. Life is a series of cats. Life is a series of birds. But it goes back to, you can always look back to a moment in your life and a memory, and you'll know which dog was there.
Yes.
So it's like a literal series of dogs. We started with Shiloh, and then we had Shelby, and then we added Oakley, and then we added Memphis, and now we've added Kira. Like, we've had 5 dogs.
And there will be more.
In the 22 years, is that right? 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 22 years. Jamie and I have been together for 22 years. So we've been married for 17.
When?
So September 14th.
Yay. So wait, is that when this comes out? 11, 12, almost. Yay.
No, this comes out on Wednesday, so it'll come out right before our anniversary. But so we've been married for 17 years, and we got Shiloh the year before we got married. So Jamie and I have had dogs for 18 years. In 18 years, we've had 5, and we've lost 3 in 18 years.
Right.
Think about that. That's crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But you'll have more.
We got Oakley when she was older too. So we only had Oakley for 6 years, and she was 14. So we missed, math years of her life. I can't do math. What the heck is 14 minus 6?
8.
It's math.
It's math. It's math on the podcast.
Lemon Truly that I'm not started drinking at 11:30 in the morning.
Right.
It was 12:30. It was afternoon. We're good. Not an alcoholic if you drink afternoon.
The good news, Jess, is thank you for bringing like Shelby to life and Oakley to life, and like you gave them voices and personalities, and you put things on their heads, and we all loved them, and if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be able to have that. So thank you.
And I think the best part is, as hard as it is I've literally got 10 years of video on the Dogs channel, and then I've got 7 years or 8 years of video on the vlog channel. When did I start the vlog channel? 2011.
I think it was 11.
Yeah, 2011. So 8 years of the vlog channel of video of all the things we did. I was thinking about, not that I'm stealing the whole podcast, but I was thinking the other day about that. For all of Shiloh's life, Jamie and I worked full time.
Yeah.
We'd be gone during the day and she was home. And then for most of Shelby's life, we worked full time. Which is weird to think about. Like the fact that there was a time in my life where I wasn't able to be home and be with my dogs all the time. It's just a weird thought. Like I had that thought the other day and I'm like, wow, Memphis and Kira don't know what that's like.
Yeah. That's true, because you would work all day at the deli and you would edit out the deli.
Right. Memphis does. When I got Memphis, we were working at the deli. So I guess Memphis does a little bit. But Kira doesn't. Kira has no idea what that's like. We're here all the time.
You're just there all the time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
God, those were the days. I remember that.
Yeah, I would edit from the deli, work on the website from the deli,
You had
upload
merch
my Instagram photos.
in the glass case. Yeah,
Yep.
that was
I blog at the deli.
that was so crazy.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. At least you're gonna outlive this children's channel debacle.
Oh my god. I have so many people messaging me asking me, they're like, is this gonna hurt you? And I'm like, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So if you really want to help us, we have a Patreon at patreon.com/going to the snow dogs. And I send pictures and stuff. And I really suck at using it, but
Yes. So
shameless self-promotion.
so headline is YouTube over?
Or buy our merch at
Please.
snowdogshop.com. Shopsnowdogs.com. That's what it is.
That flows. Shopsnowdogs.com.
Shopsnowdogs.com. No, I'm just kidding. But no, yeah, so there's this new YouTube Kids thing. The FTC won't let me be.
I know, right?
So there's the FTC came down and fined YouTube like $170 million for collecting data from children, which it's so stupid. If you have a kid and you let your kid use your phone and watch YouTube on the YouTube app, not the kids app, the YouTube app, YouTube is technically collecting data from children, but they're really not, but they are. And it's just weird. $170 million is nothing, by the way, for a fine for YouTube.
No.
They're just like, oh, here's our pennies. Whatever. But the problem is now YouTube is making all these changes, which is going to include things like demonetizing all kids-related content. Well, what do you consider kids-related? Is my content kids-related content? Like, kids watch my videos, which I guess means it's kids' content. But even though I don't intend I don't directly target kids, but I don't know. Like, there's so much going on with it that I don't even understand.
Yes,
And
because
there's so much that I've read on it that doesn't make sense.
if you don't cuss and swear in your videos like you do, and you keep your videos pretty PG-13, and kids can see them, then you're in trouble. But if you drop an F-bomb or two, and then you're out of the kids area, then you're good? Is that what needs to happen?
Yeah. So I made the joke to Jamie, and fair warning, if people don't want to hear me swear, just skip ahead some seconds. I told Jamie, I'm like, from now on, we're going to end the vlog. We're going to be like, stay positive, dream big. We'll see you again soon, or good night, audience, or whatever I say at the end. And then I go, oh yeah, and by the way, this video was not for children.
Yes, there you go. Bam. And then now you're saved. And then
Literally, once the AI picks up that word, they're like, oh, this isn't a kid's video. But how do you do that? That you can't.
Right.
Every video. That's ridiculous.
Oh, there's no winning right now. The FCC's thumb is heavy.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's I don't even know. I don't understand.
Well, here's the good news is that you don't have to stress out as much as Ryan's little toy channel is. And is this kid really, how old is this kid? Because he could be 40 and just small. I'm not sure.
I think he's like 10 now. I don't know Ryan's toy review. I think he's 10. But I heard that the FCC, is it FTC or FCC?
It's FCC.
FCC, whatever it is. Yeah, because the FTC is the Federal Trade Commission. Got it. Federal Communication.
Yeah, Federal Communication Commission.
Okay, yeah, okay. So FCC, whatever. Government. The government.
The law.
The law. The government.
The law. I am the law.
More to say about the government after we're done with this when it comes to the Michigan government.
Yes, the law.
But anyway, no, yeah, like, it's just crazy to me. Like, I am still that person that believes that when you have kids, it's not the government's job to protect your children.
Yeah,
like,
parent
it's your
your kids.
job. It's your job to parent your children. You should know what they're watching. Their YouTube Kids app is there for a reason. And yes, it has had some debacles in the past as well. But for the most part, the YouTube Kids app is safe. If you have kids, they should be watching on the Kids app. Because it's not going to happen is if you're using the regular YouTube app and you watch enough children's content, you're not going to see ads anymore.
Okay, that makes sense.
Why wouldn't you just autoplay a bunch of children's content and then watch whatever you want without ads?
For now, okay. Because the ads are not going to be... You're not going to be able to generate revenue on kids' products.
Exactly. So
this is
if
messy.
everybody starts doing that and everybody just starts playing some some kids content on their YouTube and then they don't see ads anymore, what's that going to do for all of YouTube?
That's going to make YouTube crumble.
Yep.
Who's stepping in? Who's stepping in? Because YouTube just took this hit on the head, and whoever's in second place behind YouTube is going to watch it, make the corrections, and just leap out and be good.
I don't know. I really thought about starting to upload more on Amazon, but I don't know how. I have to learn more about it. And then Facebook, but Facebook sucks. Facebook for content searching and for aggregation of videos just sucks. I put up a video, it might go to the people on my Facebook page. I have 2.7 million followers. I can put up a video on Facebook and maybe get 10K views. Like, it doesn't go out to people. Facebook is very much pay to play. Even though I do have ads on my videos on Facebook, it's just not the same. So I feel like that's not going to be the answer. You know, Instagram TV, now you can do vertical videos on there. Is it vertical? Horizontal. You can do horizontal videos on there. But even only 10 minutes, and some of my videos are longer than 10 minutes. So that doesn't work, and there's no ads on there yet. So I don't know. I really think the biggest answer to a lot of it is going to be the Patreon. And if people really enjoy what you do, they will give you $1 a month to watch it. You know, like, what's $1 a month to somebody that you like? I support people on Patreon that I like because I do, you know, like... But not everybody is willing to do that. I mean, it's crazy. I get people right now that I posted a Shelby not feeling good, and I have like the auto fill in thing that fills in a bunch of auto hashtags, and like one of the links in it is like check out our merch or whatever at this link, and then there's auto hashtags, and one of the pictures I uploaded of her, that stuff auto filled in, and man, I had somebody go off on me on Twitter. Your dog's sick and all you're doing is using her to get merch stuff, and I'm like, oh my God. So you get the people that understand it, and then you get the people that literally will sit there and be like, well, YouTube's not really a job, and it's not really a business, and you shouldn't rely on it. You get those people that don't care. The
same people that say, like, oh, you're a stay-at-home mom, so you don't have a job.
Yes, those are those same people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so, I mean, realistically, anybody that's listening, if you want to keep supporting your favorite creators, the best way to do it is their Patreon accounts, their Buy Me a Coffee accounts, and their merch stores. And pretty much that's gonna be the best way to do it.
Yeah, when I see Jason Nash, I'm gonna give him $10 because that will get more in his pocket than going through all the other avenues to see him and support him.
Right? We should do Buy Me a Coffee for the podcast.
There you go. Have
you ever seen it? The Buy Me a Coffee thing?
Where you can buy people literally cups of coffee? Yes.
Yeah. There's a website called buymeacoffee.com. And you can put in your little thing and you put in the price that you want people. And when it says buy me a coffee, when they get basically, like the one guy I watch, his says it buys him whatever coffee it is he drinks every day and his little croissant thing that he gets. So every time somebody clicks that, it basically buys him a coffee. Realistically, he gets like $7.
Right. So he can get some brain fuel, so he can make some content so you guys at home could like it. And it's weird because even just talking about this is behind the scenes. This is what happens. This is your life. This is your job. This is what you do for hundreds of hours a week. Yeah. So buy you a coffee.
Support us on Patreon.
Right? Because this is what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to handout. Like, dude, I need the handout because the structure of YouTube and this monetization thing is crumbling because of the FCC.
And I mean, there is a lot of different things that you can do, you know, like we have the Patreon. We also do sponsored posts, you know, from time to time, which I get people that are mad about that too. I had somebody comment the other day that said they were sick and tired of my food unboxing video, and I'm like, you know what? I get food from them. So I really like making those videos. And that was when we were at VidCon. Remember we were on the industry floor and I disappeared for like an hour?
Yes.
Those were the girls I was talking to, were the girls that run the company that I landed that deal through. They're amazing people. Like, I like working with them. And when they just extended our contract, they're like, do you want to do this for 4 more months? I'm like, yes, just because I want to keep talking to you guys. Like, I really do. So I think people don't see that part of it when it comes to sponsorships and brand deals. They don't see the relationships we build with companies behind the scenes.
Yes.
You know, so like I said, I have a box. I told you this. I don't think I said it in the podcast. Maybe I did. But I have a box showing up Wednesday from them. And I do feel obligated to do it because they are awesome people. And yeah, they already told me I didn't have to. But I'm going to do it anyway.
Well,
because
you're a CEO of a business and you're running a business.
Yeah.
You got to run your business. You can't just disappear.
I mean, I can.
You're not Steve Jobs.
I don't know. Jamie said the same thing. He's like, you can't just disappear. I'm like, but it could.
You
he goes, no.
could,
He goes,
but you
people will find you.
can't. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're not going anywhere as far as that goes. But no, I get it. So I still kind of disagree with this whole thing a little bit in the fact that, like, I think that when I grew up, it was sugary cereals and tell your parents that you want this. But then you still have that filter of your parents. So I don't care how much you market to kids, and I don't care how much overlays you put on there. The kid's going to heart the product no matter what, but he still has to get past his parents.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
But
don't
that's
see...
the thing. Like, I think they feel like the government has done studies that kids can't tell the difference between a product review and an advertisement.
They shouldn't, they're kids.
Right.
So what's it matter if it's either one? What's it matter if it's either one? They can't tell the difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's it matter? It is a product review. It is advertisement. Everything's both. But if they can't decipher, then what's it matter?
Exactly.
What's it matter?
Yeah, I think it's a little overreaching. I think it's, I mean, but it's the same thing. Michigan got to be first with government overreach recently.
Yeah, you ain't puffing on that Juul. Is that what it's called?
I think so. I don't know.
You ain't
Michigan
puffing those e-cigs.
Governor, whatever her name is, Gretchen Wilson. I always want to say Owen Wilson because it's funny.
It's better than Gretchen. That's unfortunate.
Gretchen
Sorry
Wilson.
to all you Gretchens that listen to the podcast. I love you, Gretchen. If you're out there, Gretchen, I love you.
She's the governor, and instead of like consulting everybody else in Congress, she was like, hey, guess what? I'm going to make a law today and pass it. Nobody gets any say. And guess what? We're going to ban whatever they're called.
Flavored e-cigs?
Flavored e-cigarettes.
Yes.
And e-juices. The flavored e-juices. That's what it was.
I don't know if I've ever tried. I think I've tried one once, and it was like cheesecake, and boy, was it delicious. But I'm not a smoker.
I've never done it. And I have to say, my opinion on this is, one, it's stupid. It's stupid. Her whole thing was, we have to protect the children because the children are smoking more. They're vaping and they're getting popcorn lung, which isn't a thing for anybody that wants to know.
It's not. I heard it was a thing. I was going to bring that up.
Popcorn lung is a thing, but there has never been a confirmed case of popcorn lung from anybody that vapes, ever. Oh. Look it up. It's never. The UK actually did a big study on it and said that vaping does not cause popcorn lung.
Oh.
So that's fake news. So is all this, there's 450 people that the CDC has reported are having lung issues and they're in the hospital, and it might be linked to vaping.
Hold on. Didn't the CDC... Isn't that the same place that tried to like prevent zombie apocalypses at one point, where they actually looked into what would happen if there was a zombie breakout?
Probably.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, they did. Forget that place.
It's just one more government entity that wants to waste your money. But no, she decided she wanted to ban all this stuff. So they have like 30 days to get rid of it all. And then there's going to be a 6-month temporary ban. And everybody's like, half the people on my friends list are like, this is great. Save the children. I'm like, well, one, the kids aren't supposed to be smoking it anyway. And if they are, it doesn't mean they're going to stop. They're going to order it online. They're going to get it somewhere else, or they're just going to go back to smoking cigarettes. Wait. They're going back to smoking cigarettes. Oh, you mean the cigarettes that the state makes crap ton of tax dollars money off of?
Ooh, plot thickens.
You mean they don't get tax dollars from the e-juices, but they get tax dollars from the cigarettes. So the reality behind this whole she wants to protect the children BS, she doesn't want to protect the children. She wants to protect her bottom dollar. Okay. If she bans the flavored e-juices, people will go back to smoking cigarettes.
Right, because that's the only difference, because I don't want to smoke cigarette flavored e-juice. I would just smoke a cigarette if I was a cigarette smoker. But I want, like I said, I took a puff of one, like, dude, this was years ago. I took a puff of one and it was cheesecake, and I was eating cheesecake. My popcorn lungs were cheesecake in it. And so I get it, but yeah, that makes more sense now.
That's all it is. People can say what they want to say and say that she's trying to protect children. No, that's not real. The state is losing money because people are buying less cigarettes, and they get a lot of tax dollars from cigarettes. Realistically, they should just tax the e-juice stuff. I don't really think they should do that either, but they could. But you're not going to stop these kids from buying this stuff. One, it's not the kids that are walking into the store and buying it. It's the people that are giving money to that are older that are going and getting it for them. They're still going to do the same thing. They're going to say, hey, if I give you $20, will you go buy me a pack of cigarettes? And somebody's going to walk into the gas station and buy them for them. So you can't say this is protecting children. That's not how you protect children. Children that are addicted to nicotine are still addicted to nicotine.
Right.
They're not just going to quit. They're going to find a way. And the other thing is, you can pass as many laws as you want, but guess what? Criminals don't follow the laws.
Yes.
That's what makes them criminals.
Yes, you're keeping the 2% that does even more honest. And in a world where we live in, where we're trying to keep certain items that exist from certain sets of people, it'll never, ever work.
Nope, it'll never work.
It'll never, ever work.
Will. You can wish it will, but it won't.
Well, this is your state.
It doesn't happen.
This is your state, the state that you praise every week about great fish sandwiches and Fago and all the cool things that are invented there. The car, wasn't the car invented up the street from you?
Yeah.
Yeah, now they're banning this. So we'll see what happens.
But Michigan may have banned flavored vaping juice, but marijuana is legal.
Right, and it's legal because they know how much money it's going to make. Remember how like it was maybe going to be legal, and then Colorado made it legal, and Colorado got like $1 billion and crime was down, and now everybody's like, I want $1 billion too.
That's all it is. Because if she really cared about the safety of the children, she would ban alcohol.
Yeah, right. And if gay rights made money for the state, they would legalize gay rights in every state.
Yeah.
Like it's just money. It's just money and chuffa.
Anybody that thinks that it's anything different is just
open your eyes. Welcome to our TED Talk. Welcome to our TED Talk at the CC Mouse Podcast. We are good for your ears as long as you follow our views. Like and subscribe, people. Oh my gosh. Let's go to some happy stuff here. I heard the mullet's back.
Yes.
And guess who's got a mullet? Oh, you guys can't see me, but I'm pointing to myself. I have a mullet.
The mullet is back, and I think it's because of Stranger Things.
Oh, jeez. I still haven't watched the last few episodes of that tripe.
I really think that's why, because of what was his name? The brother. The redhead girl's brother in Stranger Things.
He creeped me out. He looks like 7 people in one.
Yeah. But because he had a mullet, now everybody's got mullets like him. I want my mullet back.
I have one, though. And so now I could be Party in the Rear and Mohawk Dan instead of being embarrassed.
Yeah.
I had people laugh at my mullet before.
Well, they're not going to laugh anymore. You know what, Dan? This is the first time you were trendy before the trend.
Oh my gosh. Everybody at home listen to it. And listen to my sad story. So like 6 or 7 years ago, I'm in line at the store. I have my hat on and my mullet's hanging out the back because it's not a mohawk that day. And the girls behind me were like, hee hee. Look, that guy's got a mullet. And they're like, and I'm just like, oh man, in my head, I'm like, it's really cool hair, I promise. It's just under a hat. And now who's laughing? Teenage girls that were standing behind me in line a bunch of years ago. You are.
Right? And we know you're listening.
Yes, right. So I'm going to bring back my Billy Ray mullet.
Yeah.
It was popular. I already went through it when it was popular once. You too.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely. Yeah. Between that and the Visco girls.
Oh. I should get some of that stuff for the Visco girls. But okay, but when the mullet was back the first time, like it was flat top with the mullet in the back. And my friends had the flat tops with the mullet in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever have any crush on any boys that had the mullet when you were growing up?
No.
Did Jamie
I had
have
a friend
the mullet?
that had a rat tail.
Ooh, those are bad. I haven't seen a rat tail since Star Wars Episode 1.
Yep. He had a rat tail.
I forgot about
and
those.
Everybody in high school called him Rat Boy.
Oh, man. The rat tail was popular among the Mexicans here in California when I was growing up. They'd have shaved heads and just a rat tail.
Yep.
Oh, those are so bad. So what do you think? Are you
No, Jamie never had a mullet.
Are you attracted to any people with mullets yet?
No.
When you find a cute guy with a mullet, you have to screenshot it and send me a picture to see if you actually fit into the trend. Because to me, I think it's awful. I think the high-rise pants are awful, and I think the mullet's awful.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the mullet.
Did you wear high-rise pants when they were popular?
No.
No.
No, but I did wear pants that were way too big.
Did you? Because I don't think I've ever seen you in anything but shorts and a hat.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'll have to see if I can find a good photo from like the 90s.
You own a dress.
I wore a lot of camo too.
Oh, yes, me too. I went through my camo phase.
I still have my camo coat somewhere.
Camo stuff's cool. I like camo stuff.
And I had a neon green belt that to this day I wish I still had. I don't know where it is.
It's gone.
You probably threw it away. I mean, it was like one of those plastic neon green belts. My dog managed to get the sponge off the sink.
Is that what you're watching on the camera right now?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
How did you even get that?
Let me guess, Kira.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
she doesn't know what she thinks about it though. She's like chewing on it and throwing it. Like, this is gross. I shouldn't eat this.
It's just a big Nerf ball.
Yeah.
Well,
We should probably end this so I can go save.
Let's wrap this up so you can go ahead and save Kira from having to get her stomach pumped from Sponge. So on that note, guys, that'll do it for this week's episode of the CC Mouse Podcast. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at CC Mouse Podcast. Get our merch at ccmousepodcast.shop. Ask us a question. There could be questions lingering around at our SpeakPipe at speakpipe.com/ccmousepodcast. We don't know because we don't want Miss Kira to choke. And on that note, we'll see you guys next week. Same mouse time, same mouse podcast. Bye.
Bye. Yay. We managed to do a thing even though we weren't really sure we wanted to do a thing, but we did a thing anyway.
We love you, Shelby.
Love you, Shelby.